It was good.
What's up?
That's good to have you finally, man. It's just been a long time coming.
I've been crying. Thank
So
you, MTN.
Most there.
Send me some time.
Got you. Listen, a quick intro for those who obviously didn't catch the intro clip for some reason. Just what Max Swag is about, and
Okay. Max Swag is about me.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm kidding. Max Swag is Swaziland-based brand built with me and my family. And we're all designers.
Yeah.
So basically, we make urban streetwear, male and female, mostly unisex. And then we've passed it through a couple of milestones. You know, we've done fashion shows, we've dressed artists. Reason was just wearing our Zoomson line.
Awesome.
We gave it to him when he performed Inspiring. So basically, even you, I know you might ask this eventually, why Max Swag? What does that mean? We wanted to create a personality that can sort of represent a cool dude or a cool person. You know, when I said dude, I'm sure the ladies are like, is it for men only? No, so yeah, it's just that, man. With it's made under a company called EMC Studio. You know? So it's that in a nutshell.
Most definitely. Okay, we'll just zero in onto you as part of, I guess, the creator or the team behind it. Want to understand, we'll get in some background. Was this always the direction you're heading into? Like most people, we have like artists and the like. It's always a backstory. Like I always knew I wanted to do music. In your case, you just alluded that it's a family business. Was that the case? Like you always wanted to be in fashion?
Nah, the fam just grabbed me and threw me in there. You know, I went to varsity. I was studying human resources. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. You know, not just hire and fire people. You know. So yeah, and then next thing I know, my brother's leaving for Canada, and he's prepping me to take over the whole thing. I liked it also, but it was more of a side hustle. And then I fell in love with it. Now I'm like fully in. I don't work for nobody, you know, just me and the family. Yeah.
And it actually shows the strides. Actually,
we love clothing. So always dressing up. Yeah, like I actually wanted to put out a PSA, you know, something very serious for MTN. I'll be coming to the Swamas this year, you know, and I'm gonna kill everyone. Not literally, like with clothing.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't want people to say no, not at all. So I'm gonna come there and cause some damage, clothing-wise.
Of course.
Just let me in, and in fact, don't let me in if you wanna feel ashamed of your clothing. I'm gonna look really good. It's gonna be ridiculous.
This is by the youth and the likes through this avenue. What has the journey been like? Was it always a road paved, so on the likes, or the bumpy road? Like, how has the journey been within this particular realm of industry?
The saddest time for me is when I was younger and my sister had to give me her green jeans. I had no swag at all, zero, no drip whatsoever, nothing dripping on the floor. Till the guy I am today, dripping all the time, all over this table. No, I'm kidding. Honestly speaking, clothing-wise, it was quite paid for me. My eldest brother, like, he took care of the family. He just threw that. My mom, dad, everyone. So clothing-wise, the reason why the brand can survive even when people feel like it's not is because we do this thing on a daily. So that part, I won't give you this sad story about rocks and how we came from Zambia running. It was all okay. It's just that being an entrepreneur and in an economy like the one we have here, we don't have enough people supporting. If you have 10 brands and you are one of them competing with the TOSs, the covers, and all, what happens is a t-shirt is quite cheap and people will look for the next brand to buy, you know. So it's been hard, you know, as much as we like to say, we're the best, right? People are actually doing really good work.
And is it an industry you'd advise someone to jump into? And do you feel like there's something that needs to be done either from a government-bonded perspective or fashion shows? What acts need to be done to actually act as a catalyst to fast forward this particular, I guess, realm, like the fashion realm?
So that's such a beautiful question, because I feel like the Swamas should end up being one of those events where it seems like a 4th of July situation where as much as about the music, but music and fashion infuse so well. So imagine if pre-Swama, you have like a fashion show and you have people like really dressing up like Shiggy and hoping to annihilate the game when you get there. Like, yeah. So I'd honestly feel like all the big bodies that can help us, which is MTN, which is one of the best people that have invested in people. Yeah, in you guys and people. So I feel like, yeah, if we could have big bodies helping us, us brands having us there, being invited like you did now, you know, it's going to change the game. To advise people to get into fashion, fashion, it looks all glamorous on the outside, like, but the profit margins are really small. So you need to push units. If you can go to town and not see someone wearing Mark swag, just know we're not making money. I mean, everyone's wearing Red Bat right now. They're killing all of us. They just came in and they're from South Africa. They're bigger than us. So these guys could whoop up like 200 t-shirts for 100 Rand.
That's not,
so if you have a clothing brand and you've got like just your friends wearing it, you're not making money. It looks cool. You know, you get the gailies, you know, you do this, that, looks nice. It's just almost similar to the music industry.
Of course.
It's tough. It's tough.
So do you feel like also major retailers should be, how can I put it, more inclined to actually get local brands per se? Is it something they can also play a part in? And how can I put it? For instance, Max Swag, where can I cop a Max Swag gear basically? Because I've seen it in different outlets, but at least, do you feel like all the different sports scenes that I should actually be more inclined to actually support local brands?
I mean, honestly, if there was a permit saying that if you open a store, you
by
need to
default
choose
a percentage.
You know how they have that in Swaziland, like if you're gonna register a company, it would kill the game. It'll be I keep using kill. You could
we don't condone violence.
Yeah, like it would be amazing, man. That's you should get into fashion, my guy. Like you understand the hunger that we have. Imagine, I mean, if I could put just 10 t-shirts on their rail, any one of us would make so much mileage.
But it's actually quite impressive. The mileage you've reached with just
exactly,
and the love people actually have for this particular brand. Do you have any I won't say mentors, not so, but do you have any designers you draw inspiration from? Like, who inspires Max Swag? Like, what? Obviously streetwear, but then there should be. You have different realms of. I guess it could be graffiti, it could be music, but where is the core of Max Swag? Like, where do you draw inspiration from?
To be honest, it's my sister, especially Emily and Teresa.
Yeah.
They out of this world, man. I'll tell you more about them in another interview because I'm coming back.
No, of course, most definitely.
Yeah, like they sort of like the core of the designs. With my brother, he's not so involved right now. But he's obviously left us with gold also. You know, the cuts, the patterns, and then off-white every day, man, or every day. I didn't like it at first, but
exactly,
off-white.
There's a transition when they just drop those belts.
Off-white breaks the barriers every day. It used to be Kanye West, but now he's making his way rags.
What's your take on the new album? My Welcome back.
Okay, we have a comment from Lindo Tupa on Twitter. Would it just an appreciation tweet on behalf of All Star Ladies FC? We appreciate you for always pulling through for us.
Oh yes, shout out to Lindo. Like we did something nice with them not so long ago. Yeah, we made them soccer kids with the Farai Foundation. If we want to talk about mentors, that's one of the guys that helped a lot with the brand, I believe.
Of course, put in the right. And then we've seen I guess different collabs you've done, like you've also alluded to as well. I've seen the Simpson one, which was actually quite dope. Brilliant. And how can I put it? What is okay? You mentioned there's different parties were involved, but then is there how can I put it, a certain uniformity across it? Like, is there a mantra or a brand like slogan that actually goes behind like swag? For instance, so the shirt off shorty. Like, what is the concept behind it or the thought process behind that?
I feel like when we do interviews, we should use like normal English for people that didn't go to private schools like myself. Mantra is such a hard word. What does that mean? What the hell does that mean? I'm like, what's happening?
No.
Mantra, informity. Damn.
No,
My
but
thing
basically,
is, oh my God.
the slogan, like, it's like a
Slogan. I know that was slogan. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly speaking, when it comes to, are you also talking about our collaborations and
And
stuff?
the collab as well.
With Zuma, he started off as just our graphic designer, and then we did shows with his team, Rocker Swazi.
Yeah.
So in that way, we worked so well. And then every time he's designing our logos, and then one day he sent me a layout. We got this new denim jacket thing that we're doing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's insane. It's hand painted, but Zuma designs it.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is he comes up with the concept, we come up with the clothing, and then we financialize that whole thing. Financialize.
Yes,
That's a nice word. So yeah, and then next thing it goes. I can't just say we just wake up and pick someone out. It's chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's chemistry. We did Zoomsin, we did the denims. We're dropping Vision soon, which is like based on dead presidents and kings. Yeah.
All right, well, this is something. And then, sorry.
Okay, we have Zuma on Twitter.
Oh, it's great.
The hands and fire, and then him saying the mayor, and then we have Vanessa saying, if given the opportunity, would you move your brand to South Africa?
I'd love to, man. We're barely surviving with the market here already, so that opportunity would be great. If anyone in South Africa is listening and wants to take us in, we're working towards it. It's taking longer than expected, but we need a bigger platform to sort of show the world what we can do. But obviously, this is home. We'll never leave Swaziland.
Yeah.
We'll just expand into a different market because people want the stuff, but they can't get it because we're all the way here. But if you're in South Africa, it's sort of like a hub.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the competition there. If we can make it there, we can make it anywhere.
Of course.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, that'll be lovely.
We have Vanessa again. Uti, what do you feel local brands can take away from more successful African clothing brands?
What can they take away?
Yes.
What do you mean? Please say that again.
What do you feel local brands can take away from more successful African clothing brands?
Oh, yeah. Let me assume Red Bat is probably one that I'd like to talk about. Branding, most of us think you just go get a t-shirt, plain, you embroider something on it, and then you just keep repeating that. It's like copy, paste. Branding is very important. Even if you could see there's this certain type of branding that we use called high square. Even when you touch it, it's thick, and that's our signature print. You need to find your signature print, work with it. What those brands do is they have so many signature prints that you can't even duplicate, even if you wanted to make a fake of it. It's going to be hard. Yeah. So, and also the tagging inside, the finishing, very important.
And so intricate things that you...
Intricate, I got that.
That you would probably...
This is the last one. No, honestly speaking, it's those intricate things that you get inside that actually makes the clothing feel good. We added our tags inside, written made in Eswatini.
Yeah.
We've got a strap that we always put inside, and then we on our new items, we're always just like we got the idea inspired from Champion. What they do is they always have tagged right there with the little C there. Yeah. So all those things we pick up from other brands, and I've seen Red Bat do that, and they inspire us a lot.
Okay, we have Antidote Music on Instagram. Also, thank you, Shigi and the Max Swag family for all the work. Better days ahead, fam.
Yeah, shout out to Antidote. Those guys are doing nice things.
Most definitely. Music, and obviously, any collabs with artists. You actually alluded to one earlier and mentioned one. How did that come about as well? And any other, I guess, artists you've worked with. Just a quick brief on that.
Yeah, one of the nicest collabs we had was with an artist from Shizness called Evan Creamer. That was nice, man. We were always like on TV. We were popping, sales were popping. That was nice. We're trying to work with a couple of people like Reason and KX. They seem very interested. So if that goes through, I hope they see this and like, yo, those are the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then 80 Script also, there was a run.
Oh,
it's not over.
right.
It's just taking time out from music, but that's also something that we're gonna work on some more.
Most definitely. Right. Part of going back to the whole Swama situation is
Where I will annihilate.
yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. The theme for this year is obviously monetize your craft, I guess. As much as
What?
monetize your craft.
Yeah.
As much as it's within music, but then obviously this, I guess, applies across all industries. What's your take on the importance of actually not being just a creator, but then having a strong basis on the business aspect? Do you feel there is an importance in that, and which piece of advice would you give the youth on how to maneuver such?
Oh, okay. First and foremost, you gotta dial stuff 411 hash. You know, shout out to MTN Pulse. I had to put that right there. Honestly speaking, there's zero swag in being a starving artist. It's just it's not right. It doesn't make sense if you don't take your business serious. People gotta get your items. So I would say let's always put out things that, as much as you like it, you've got passion for it, but things that can be commercialized. Yeah, so most of us just do things because I like it personally. Yeah. I've even seen some of the DJs that started their plans like, no, shitty, I just wanna wait for myself, you know. And I'm like, you shouldn't have that mindset. You just make 20 of them, and then even if you wanna wait for yourself, if someone says, "Hey, can I have one?"
Most definitely.
Yeah. So I say it's a beautiful concept to have for these farmers. Money first for you to grow your passion.
Exactly. Yes. And to sustain, because it's by default.
Imagine imagine I come to the farmers. I'm tripping hard. Ambrose can see me. He's like, "Hi, you see that guy? That guy is tripping, right?" And then next thing, I'm hungry. You can smell it in my breath and my aura. I'm hungry, you know. The clothes all look good, you know. So yeah, if you come to me, you should be like, "Hey, where can I get this?" And I have my business card straight for you. Better that way.
This is so it is very important to get your money. Secure the bag.
Secure the bag before the trip.
Most definitely. And then of course, do you feel like there is an importance or of course there is an important word, but which would you advise young straight out of high school, trying to figure out which direction I'm taking? Do I go the formal route education, or do I chalk it out in the industry and then try learn, get some learning myself, basically? But which one is the best route to actually go about if you want to make it within this industry? Is there a certain route you need to take, or?
I like to say, you know, sometimes you're on the fence when you're doing something, like you've got that backup plan.
Exactly.
I honestly feel like if it was up to me, I'd have liked to take on something like business management, accounting, not using it as a fence, using it as a, when I'm done studying this, you know, I can use this skill. So yeah, for me, it's you should go to school to study that thing, even if they don't have it in your school, have the business side. And then even in school, you're still working on your craft. I've always been selling a t-shirt. My friends could tell you anytime. I have a t-shirt on me now, John. Yeah, so I see it. You
need to buy, right?
Okay, we have Vavaro Swazi on Instagram. Is the Swazi government doing enough for the art in the kingdom?
Yo, Baba put me on the spot. Baba, you know my paperwork ain't right. Honestly speaking, I feel like MTN is the one entity that I've seen, even if you don't like the brand, consistently pushing artists, Spotlight, MTN Pulse. They're doing a show here. They've got their banner show. I've also low-key worked with MTN myself in Bushfire. The government itself, it's been a bit tricky. We can't remember if they've done something enough. But I would say thanks to brands like this, they keep us going. But Obviously, we could do more. We need a state theater of some sort. We need some free studio time somewhere, And right now, we're not getting that. And there's no way we're going to make it if we don't have the hand of the big guys inside. Yeah, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. So there needs to be like some
Please, more. We need more MTNs, basically. Just a 5, 6. Because sometimes you feel like it's a small industry. So if you have yourself as an artist and you with the MTN brand, obviously I'm going to try and get another company to help me out. So if we have options, if a certain brand is not feeling my style, I can try this brand. But now it's like you only have one, and we're all trying to eat from the one. I mean, they can only do so much. So now.
And then
I didn't say much. It's okay. Yeah.
We'll digress a bit. Inspirations. Going back. Well, what is currently on James' playlist this very moment? We'll start with local artists, and then we'll branch off to everything and overseas. Well, what we're vibing? Just vibing.
I'm mad at the hip hop game in Swaziland. It's sleeping, all of them. But shout out to Trippy King, put out a nice song. I think it's called 1992. I vibe with it every time at the gym. 80 Script, I'm still playing the old stuff because he's not trying to put out music. Mosaic dropped a beautiful tape. Shout out to Master P too, a phenomenal party. Yeah, that's what I'm playing locally right now. And then internationally, Young Thug. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
There's this jam that was dropped recently. Travis Scott. Hard. But yeah.
Young Thug, Future. Who else? AKA Single Main O's. Yeah, that's what I'm playing right now.
And then inspiration. Flick-wise, do you ever draw any inspiration from like clips, movies? What you watching these days as well?
Oh, I watch Power. Series, I watch a lot of Power.
Which makes sense as well. The whole not that we condone.
I watch a lot of movies, like Power, The Hustle. What else am I watching right now? A Big Mouth. It's for the humor. Martin Lawrence, the old Martin Lawrence.
Yeah. What's your take on the whole Bad Boys? Is it 3?
The one that's coming out.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it, but I'm just worried that I might not get the old Martin Lawrence.
Oh yes, Bad Boys 2.
Yeah, it's like how with Rush Hour, the last one they did.
Yeah.
You got this chubby Chris Tucker, he can't even dance anymore. I'm just worried about Martin Lawrence. He hasn't been funny in a long time, but he's a legend. So I believe he didn't want to do it. So I don't know how he's going to do it.
But then he could be able to sustain, kind of like Dave Chappelle. Those touch and go. Like sorry, he went on a hiatus for a bit and then came back, but it's been all that down.
Yeah, true. I hope it's going to be dope. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, let's see, Barbaroka, you're not listening to the baby, that baby.
Oh yeah, the baby hyped himself up too much. He said his album's gonna be better than Lil Wayne. The baby is nice, but I can't listen to the baby album consistently like your J. Cole's, your AKAs, your Nasty C's. Like I just can't listen to it throughout. It's too hard. It's hard rap the whole time. Hard rap. Yeah, even the hook is like So for me, I love the baby. I like the baby, but it's not for me. It's not all of it is for me. Just here and there. Yeah.
Take a few snippets here.
It's too trappy. It's way too trappy.
Nice. And then obviously, do you see yourself doing some mentorship? I guess work like taking a young upcoming aspiring designer that you show them ropes as well, as something you allude to. And how can I put it? What are the plans for MaxSwag and expansion as well?
Yeah, I definitely young talent, man. Even our last line that we dropped, it was designed by a young guy. His name is Lindo Shalom. So I definitely put someone under my wing. We always try anyway. And then as for expansion, we're hoping to really get a store in South Africa. Also hoping to launch another store because we closed our other store to work in a workshop till we like proper launch. Yeah, so we're hoping to launch again in the upcoming year. And then once we're back South Africa, we're back Mozambique, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. Obviously,
If we can just get stores in those 3 locations, it'll be nice.
Good. And then online, isn't that like also a plan again, like an online shop? So if you have
yes, if I can talk to you with your tech, please.
That's actually a plan. I feel like where currently, and if someone wants to get the trip, obviously, where can one jump on or corporate?
Yeah, Perfume Hearts in the barn, corporate place.
Yes.
Then we've got a store called Genuine Leather near the SMPF building.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you've got us moving in the streets, carrying that stuff in our bags. We come through and drop.
And the handle is just tagged. You must don't slide into the DM.
Slide into the DM.
And then fashion shows. I feel like they are a couple here locally. Do you feel like there needs to be more? Is there any impact, or do they have any impact in growing the industry? In your take, basically locally, or there needs to be something that needs to be tweaked around it, because obviously people need to see the stuff. But is it doing justice to local designers?
Not at all, my man. I'll be honest. We stopped doing fashion shows as EMC because I don't want to blame the clients. People weren't showing up, but that's also because maybe us as designers, we're not attracting, or we don't have enough funds to sort of draw these people in. I don't know. People like the stuff, but people are not showing up. We hardly did our own, but we always invited, but people never show up. It wasn't enough impact, But the most impact social media when we do photo shoots and all.
People see the stuff. I'm assuming there's a hand on the ground as well. That makes sense. So I guess that could also be addressed by getting an entity that's thing that actually blows it up and makes it a thing of kind of.
I swear to God.
Right. And then people you've worked with, obviously you mentioned there's a team, right? The family, likes. Has it been close friends you've also worked with as well? And how important is it to actually have a group of people? Because I feel like there's still that whole mentality of people still believe I can do it on my own kind of situation. Is it important to have a team, like someone handling the finances, someone doing the creative, someone doing the sales and the likes? How important is it for someone to actually have a team within this realm as well?
AKA one said, dream work, make the team work. So I promise you, if that goes down, like you've got people helping you with everything, you're gonna get it done. Definitely.
So teamwork must be teamwork, basically.
All the time.
Don't chop it up on your own. And a quick one as well. Festivals you've attended. We just want a quick brief. And then obviously ones you've actually showcased, I guess your product, which is both fire. Which one has actually stood out and has been an integral one, like top of mind, like you had a blast?
The Luju Festival, man. House on Fire and the team engaged us early, as ambassadors for the whole thing. They just, when an entity sort of puts respect on your craft, they had us designers checking in, they built our stalls, they gave us a whole, it was nice, man, it was nice. They really invested in the fashion side of it. It was so involved. Like, this week you're on the paper, this week another designer's on the paper. So for me, I'd definitely love to work with them again. And they actually showed us that we actually on the right path. Down to ladies that are just selling secondhand clothing, they were there, They made money. We made money too.
So it was actually a good platform.
It was amazing.
So there is hope,
There is. I'm not saying it's done. There really is. It really is. Yeah. It really is.
And then any specific artists you aspire to work with, either locally or internationally, like top of mind, like you've obviously touched on the people you've worked with so far. Is there anyone else like yo, if you can jump on this partnership would be lit, of course.
Your tenderness, immediately, immediately. I can't wait. I haven't spoken to him, but if tender, this is one of those moments. Yeah, I'd love to. I love his brand, man. I like how he always keeps it fresh. Also, locally, definitely tender. Out of here, any day would nice to see.
Oh,
it'd be
yeah,
amazing. Yeah, like I love how he does his thing. Yeah.
And then we didn't actually expand on this as well. Digital and businesses, either it be a craft. How important is it? The fourth industrial revolution and the likes. Like we obviously everyone's online.
Yeah.
There's obviously the downside and the upside as well.
Yeah.
Like, what are the perks, and how do you feel it can actually help either young, upcoming designers, creatives, musicians, artists to actually use it properly? Like, what's your take on the potential of that particular resource?
It's funny that finally, the data rates have been dropped. Now it's easier to be online. You've got your WhatsApp handles, got your Pulse package. You see how I just threw that in? Yeah,
not scripted.
Not scripted. Nobody told me. I'm not working for them. It's important, man. I mean, if we still don't have an online store, we're still playing. It's painful.
And that's the one place where
you don't even need to go to South Africa if you have an online store.
Because just click, grab, and deliver.
So it's imperative. If anything, you just need to do it. We work in our social media more now, and I hope all the other brands, because I haven't seen any. There's a few, if any, local brands are on that tip.
I actually saw one of the ads you did with the it was that aerial view with the drone.
With semitone, semitone, Shafi, and them.
Yeah.
Yo, that was nice.
Yo, man, that's
expensive, but it was nice. It was nice.
Seen it, I think it was on the hand.
Yeah, we've had it there. Semitone and them really helped us out.
That's actually quite. The visuals amazing. Which part of SD was that?
They went to Mandela.
Oh, yeah. Views mostly kind of give off that feeling as well. Yes.
Okay, let's see Vavaroka Swazi.
Wow.
Going forward, as you basically said, we are on our own without MTN. How do we engage our elders to come have tea with us?
Our elders, wow. It's gonna be difficult, to do that, because some of the entities they don't see the music industry as a viable industry to make income, because everyone wants a little bit of a return on investment. So I would say we just need to keep knocking on them doors, breaking barriers, even if it means you need to go out of the country to get attention and bring back. I've seen Sands, like that was a sensation. Sands has always been here, but the moment he popped that side, that's when we paid respect to him. So I mean, if us as the youth can support, say Mavava, if we can support Rocker Swazi in any event that they do, take it very serious, then I feel like even the other entities, like these people are really working. Everyone is talking about Rocker Swazi, and then that way you can put in your proposal. But now, if you're an artist, and then honestly speaking, on God, on Gambo, if you go to a show, a one-man show, and you are performing, how many people are you going to attract on your own?
Yeah.
Can you really bring back the money that someone has invested in you? If someone said I've got 500K for your cake, can you really bring the numbers in? So if you can first work on your branding, collect as much fan base as you can, and then give those numbers to the elders, I hope they'll see that as return on investment.
True. And I guess it goes back, and I think that you touched on the fact that one needs to first break barriers and make it that side to actually engage. To actually get the recognition. Even though you've been killing it, I'm on that killing situation.
We do not condone violence.
The most locally, but you'll only be considered a breakthrough artist or a sensation the moment you actually, which I guess should be something that needs to
even in clothing. You only shine when you go that side. I was actually telling my sister, she makes gowns. She's the best. She's made for top tier women in Swaziland, all of them, right? But still, she's still working like an underground rapper. Like people don't really know her. You know what I mean? And she's the best in Southern Africa. I swear. But still, if she doesn't dress Bonang, she's not doing anything.
That's the thing, and ironically, is the moment then you make that side, that's when the people, I think, the buy-in actually starts happening, which then means it's not a necessary problem. Resources are not having or support. It's just that a mindset shift.
It's a mindset shift. Yeah.
People don't take it until you actually then, okay, now that you've got a snap of approval, that's it. Now
people don't believe in local. People don't believe in local.
But what's your take on, I guess, the journey to the point we are at here and now, currently in all industries, but we'll focus on music. Obviously, we're not where we want to be, but considering from a couple of years back, like 5 years, has it been a shift, growth of sorts? Is there any, I guess, signs or aspects that give you confidence that, you know what, there is hope for, I guess, arts and culture and the creators?
It was about three things that really changed the game for me. Firstly, shout out to Hypnotic, shout out to Sakile, Swazi Child and the team. Amazing work that they've done for hip hop, for the youth. Those guys, we don't put enough respect on that name. That team really worked. And then Sands broke the whole thing down, like the whole barrier, just kicked it down. And when that side annihilated, it was annihilated. And then it came back. Yeah, I'm just sad that there's a bit of silence on his side. Maybe I'm not listening, but I'd like to hear more moves from Sands.
It's been a decent track. Yeah.
I've heard about that. I haven't heard the song though. So shout out to that. And then lastly, the Swamas. That was huge for the music industry. I remember 80 Script being so excited, like, for once you have a reputable, something that you could actually put on SABC, it can go on channel O. Yeah, even the display and the way Zox and you guys organize it.
And
can't say much.
You finally have like a benchmark, so any artist coming up has something they can actually aspire to. It's kind of the visuals as well. Like I have like videos have actually also grown now. Musicians actually.
I hope they do a cipher though, some sort of cipher.
Oh yeah.
Before whatever, that would be nice. That would be nice.
Taking it up. All right. As we get closer to winding it down, I guess. What can one expect as you close the year? Is there like a line of festive season then coming up? How we ending the year and plans for I guess 2020.
We're definitely going to shut it down. We're a bit quiet for now. We're losing our spring, summer range. We're losing the Dead Presidents also before the year is done. Yeah. So, and then just signing a few people under the brand also. Yeah.
My good man. It's been awesome. It's been awesome as usual having you, and we're going to be looking forward for that because we've got like a sign.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks,
no, shout out to your skills, bro. You just kept it going. Right, man. You didn't serve me a drink, but dope conversation.
Post this drink. We got
Yeah, thank you so much, bro.